of the glory of God to manifest. We're calling for the power and the fire of God on the altar. For the weight of the glory of God. Yes, we're calling for the power and the fire of God. Sing it again, say we're waiting for the weight of the glory of God. We're calling for the power and the fire of God. So let heaven open. Let heaven open. Let heaven open. Let heaven open. So we're waiting for the weight of the glory. And we're calling for the power and the fire of God. Demonstrate glory. We're waiting. Let your Shekinah come in the room. And we're calling for the power and the fire of God on the altar. Let heaven open. Show us your face, oh God. Let the heavens break wide open over us. Let heaven open. See, let heaven open. We want to see miracles. Heaven open. We want to see signs. Heaven open. We want to see wonders. Heaven open. We want fire and glory. Fire and glory. Fire and glory to fall in this place. One more time, so let heaven open. Let heaven open. Let heaven open. Let the heavens open. We want fire and glory, fire and glory, fire and glory to fall in this place. Fire and glory, fire and glory. We want your fire and glory, fire and glory, fire and glory to fall in this place. Fire and glory, yes. Fire and glory, fire and glory. Yeah. We say fall in this place, yes. We say fall in this place. We want it to fall in this place. Fall in this place. Let your glory flow in the room. Let your power flow in the room. Let your spirit break out in the room. We say fall in this place. We want miracles. We want miracles. Let the miracles of God be open. We say fall in this place. Come on, put your hands together in the room. That's it.
Hey, everybody. I had my mic muted. That's funny. Hey, everybody. What is up? How are you? I pray that you are having the most amazing day. I know it is right smack dab in the middle of your day. And now my light-skinned, curly-haired self is on your screen. And thank you for looking at my light-skinned, curly-haired self. I, I'm gonna have my light-skinned, curly-haired spiritual mama on with me too. So we just go. Y'all listen, I done messed around and got caught up in the song. And anybody who knows me knows that when I get in the spirit, I'm either very, very, very goofy or I'm really, 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 really serious. So it just happened to come on as goofy. So what is up, everybody? Melanie from South Africa, Cape Town. Hey, what's up? That's one of the empowerment specialists there. I see you, Prophetess Tanya. Hey, daughter, how are you? Listen, I am so elated. I am so excited about today. I hope once again that you are having the most amazing day. Do me a favor, if you will. I need you to do me two things. Hit that like button, that heart button, and also share this. Tag somebody. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm happy to see you. How do you do that virtually? You just tag somebody or you just share it on your platform. I know many of y'all like to watch, but y'all don't like to share. I don't know why you're so stingy. Don't be stingy. Share the love. Okay. My mom is cracking up at me, y'all. Y'all can see her. Listen, I love all of you. I'm excited that you are here. Thank you so much for sharing. Robert Dunn, what's up? One of the baddest drummers on the planet. Man of God, good to see you, Prophet Robert. Listen, I am so excited about today. Once again, y'all, listen, if you have not registered for Trailblazers, the global gathering, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I really don't. I don't know why you just not coming. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why you just don't want to meet God and be with the Lord and experience the supernatural and get all the information you could possibly need for your life. I don't know what. You know, I know y'all need to see me right now. I know y'all see the okay. So listen, it's the big listen, you need to register for Kingdom Life Trailblazers, the global gathering. www.kingdomlifetrailblazers.com. Listen, it is going to be absolutely synodic when it comes to your life. What's up, PJ? What's up, son? Pastor Jeremy, good to see you. Listen, you don't want to miss Trailblazers, and it's not just for the adults. It is for now. It's a whole lot of y'all on here, and a lot of everybody ain't hit like or giving me a heart. I don't know if I should feel some type of way about it. Listen, I love you though, but listen, it is going to be synodic as it pertains to your life. It is going to change your life for the better. It is going to enhance your life. It's going to do a whole lot of things. But the reason why we are here on this after in the noon, and the reason why we are here is because we're going to be having a Blaze talk with someone who is near and dear and very close to my heart, my spirit, my mind, my soul. I love this woman dearly, as if she were my own mother. She is my spiritual mother. She has been so for a very long time. I'm not going to get into the argument of whose spiritual mother she was first. However, I will say I have known her since 2000 and either 8 or 7. And it has been a while. It's been a minute. It has been a while. She has been a prolific voice in my life, and she published, not published, no, she didn't. She designed the book cover for my very first book, which I wrote on my ministry. It's called Mime the Next Dimension. Is available on Amazon.com and Kindle and all of that great stuff. But you'll see it. It was the very first book that I published, and she designed the book cover. So she is near and dear to my heart. She is a prophet. She is a teacher, a teacher's teacher, really. And she just really, really loves God's people and just wants the better for you. So listen, I am going to bring her on now. Mom, you ready? All right, I'm gonna bring her on, and let us all rise. Everybody rise as the prophetess enters into the room. Let us put our hands together for the prophetess, the prophet, Alicia Redmond. Come on, put your hands together. Come on, put your hands together. Hallelujah. Amen. And
Y'all.
Ma,
Just
hey.
y'all. Just okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. Look, I forgot I'm supposed to be greeting. What's going on? Hello, Trailblazers. Hello, Kingdom Life. Hello, uh, Internet Land. Hello.
Right. Hey, India. Y'all listen,
Oh
this is
my
my
goodness.
spiritual mother. This is the mother of my spirit.
I don't know. Like,
For real. She's
what just
great.
happened?
Hey, Apostle Leroy. How are you, man? Good to see you, man of God. Listen, this is my spiritual mother, y'all. I love her dearly. And y'all just gonna get to peer into some of the conversation that we had.
Right.
We literally, both of us are goofy as all get out. And so we half of the conversations is just us laughing the whole time. And so we're probably just going to say some things that is just, and we're probably going to laugh for a good while. So just get ready to laugh and all that.
Yes. Yes,
But
but
we are
don't you
both,
love it? This
yes,
is what family and kingdom is about.
it
Kingdom
is.
life trailblazers.
It
It's about
is.
really it's such a family atmosphere. Okay, like I mean, we could just start talking about
Yes.
trailblazers.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah, go ahead, ma.
no, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So
You in
we know,
control of this.
listen, and neither one of us going to be in control of this. So the thing is, listen, we're here, and of course, once again, y'all need to come to Kingdom. Y'all need to come to the Trailblazers. It is July the 27th through the 29th. It's going to be in Newark, New Jersey. Go to Kingdom Light. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. Register. There's a discount code for 40% right now. It's Blaze On. Make sure that you use that discount code. Blaze On. Excuse me. Blaze On. I'm taking 40% off. Yes, I'm doing it again. My staff really don't like me for it, but hey, I'm blessing the saints. So it's turning out to really be a great blessing. Now, Trailblazers. It is near and dear to my heart, but I have my mom on. She's going to be speaking and teaching at Trailblazers. So first off, before we even get into all of that, because there may be some people on here who have never met you, who don't know who you are, they just know that you this crazy dude's spiritual mother, which I know is not easy at all. So I'm going to hand it over to you. Introduce yourself. Tell everybody what you do, because I could go on and if I start talking about you, you know I'll go on and on and on forever. But I'm gonna let you talk about you. Tell everybody what you do, all of that great stuff.
So, my name is Alicia Redmond. Hello. Um, man, you know what? It's almost better if you do it because it's so much harder talking about yourself. But what I will say, I'm a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm in ministry. That goes without saying. Everything I do is about God and trying to glorify the Lord. But I'm a filmmaker, a writer, graphic designer. I love working with authors. This Trailblazers, I'll be talking about, blaze the page is the class, blaze the
The
page,
page.
not the page,
Not the
but the
page.
page.
We don't know what a page is,
We
but we
don't
do
know what
know
a
what a
page
page
is,
is.
but I think because you're laughing, it's making me laugh.
Okay, my bad.
I feel this thing in the spirit. But anyway, I'm feeling everything you are feeling today since I got on the phone with you.
That's true.
Anyway, I
I got
am.
uh-huh.
Okay. So
Mhm.
serious. Okay. So I'm very much, you know what? I just don't know that it even pays to try. Go to my website, aliciaredmond.com and aliciaredmondenvisions.com.
Mhm.
And you will find out all about what I do. But this is really about trailblazers. This
Yes.
is about this phenomenal conference,
Yeah.
phenomenal gathering of believers, phenomenal gathering of the saints. Listen, if you have not registered, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this. If you, number one, holy laughter is all right. All right. It is.
Uh-huh.
It is. Listen, I have been a part of Trailblazers since its inception. Is
Yes.
that not correct? Is that
That is
correct?
very correct.
That is correct. Since its inception, I would think it was even called something. Was it
It
called
was
something
called
else
it
that
was
we
called
do?
The Encounter,
The
Face to Face
encounter,
with Destiny.
face to face with destiny. Yep, yep, yep. Listen, and
You
I
helped brand that.
I did. I was just thinking about the flyer in
The
my head.
flyer, the two
To
faces.
exactly,
Yep.
and
Discover your purpose, ignite your passion, and move forward in excellence. Yes.
that is still part of the purpose of
It still is.
Trailblazers.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. And so, you know, first of all, the presence of God is, listen, I know it's even going to be even greater with these glory hubs that you have been doing. And I know,
Mhm.
like, I'm in great expectation. I'm in even greater expectation this year because of what I've been seeing
Mhm.
on video with the glory hubs.
Yes, Jesus.
Okay. So, number one, if you are a lover of the presence of the Lord, you really want to be there. Okay.
Mhm.
So, saying not, okay, that it just, it's such a tangible thing. So
It is.
much happens. So much happens.
Mhm.
So much happens in the presence of God. No one even has, I just, it's, it's so much.
Ain't it
Like,
crazy? It's
it's,
crazy.
it's crazy. It's really, it's something that you have to experience.
Yeah.
Like you have to be in the place and experience the presence this way.
Mhm.
Um, and like I said, I know it's just going to be, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like God is just going to come down in the middle, just going to come sit on us or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like
That's about
in
it.
the middle of the place, I see him like
Yeah.
in the mid, like his throne just descending and just like,
Hey, y'all.
and what is going to happen? What's
Right.
going to happen to the people of God when this happens? Because it's going to happen.
It is
I
going
can
to
see
happen.
it happening.
Oh, it's going to happen. And you said something. It's so clear because it's really true, y'all. At Trailblazers, it's not a whole lot of land on the hands. It's not, it's not. It's like you meet God. Like it's people who haven't experienced God, experienced the presence of God. And people who have experienced church, but
Mhm.
never really experienced the true, tangible, weighty, supernatural, glorious, majestic, loving, gracious
Mm, mm,
presence of God. The one that have never, they have come. We've had pastors come to Trailblazers and go, I don't even know what to do when I go home now, because this is, we had a pastor come last year, pastors a whole church, and didn't even speak in tongues. But he
Mm.
came to Trailblazers, and the Holy Spirit whopped him upside the head, as I like to say, had him pinned to the wall, and he goes sliding down the wall, and out of his belly comes tongues. For the first,
Okay.
nobody lays hands
Rivers.
on him. Nobody does it. It's not people saying, "You come here, let me prophesy to you." It's not a lot of that. You hear God. It's like what I keep hearing. I know we like to say open heaven, but I'm gonna say, oh, it's like open air. It's like you just hear. Go ahead. What are you about to say?
Yes. No, no. That's exactly. It's I'm telling you, I see the Lord like, yes, it's like an open heaven, but it truly is like heaven coming to earth. Like,
Yes,
as it is in heaven, it shall be in this me in this
that's
meeting.
exactly how it is.
I see his throne in the middle of the room. Like, I see
Mhm.
this happening.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. this, this is going to be this is going to be just an amazing. I mean, amazing doesn't even, that's not even the word
No,
for it.
I was trying to find another word.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to put this into words, because exactly, you just got to be there. It's hard to put even what's going to happen this year into words,
Come on.
because you haven't seen this. We
No.
haven't seen this. We haven't seen this level of glory
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be that, my Lord.
that's going to be there. I
It's
mean,
it,
really.
yeah,
Like, yeah. Listen,
yeah.
you need to bring unbelievers. You need to bring people who need anyone who needs healing,
Yeah.
deliverance. You need to bring them.
Yep.
You need to bring them.
For
You
real.
need to, and this is real. I'm not trying to, right. I'm not trying to sell anything at the
Mhm.
moment.
Right.
We want you to come, yes. We want you to be, but this is an experience that you have to
Hmm. You got,
you
yeah.
have to
You
experience it.
gotta
and
experience.
and and for people who do not know the Lord, like, now, one thing that it does for you, as with that pastor, it ruins regular church for you.
Yeah, it does.
It ruins it for you.
Yeah.
Um like, I cannot sit in a church where the presence is not welcome, and where God is not given time to do whatever it is he wants to do.
Absolutely.
It's difficult for me to sit in places like that now.
Hmm.
Um, just from even my past and working with
Hmm.
uh, this particular minister, who, and that is what I experienced. I mean, it's you it forces you. It forces you to expect something different.
Hmm.
As a leader, it should force you to expect something different from God in your
Yeah.
services. It
Yes.
should force you to allow the presence of God to move in your services.
Yes.
That's what it should do for you. Ma- Paradigm shift, sending everyone back.
she had
Okay,
she had to come up with something to try to
okay,
explain it.
to try to explain it. Listen,
Yeah.
and you want to be a part of it.
Yeah, you're right. And
Like,
that's the thing. Like, you can't in our general sessions, even in our breakout sessions. Well, they're not really going to be breakout, is because everybody's going to be in the same room. But the it's you can't. The reason why we struggle
yes,
to explain it is because it's literally all God. Who
exactly.
who he himself, hey Lavonda, who he himself is without explanation.
Hello.
You cannot explain, to even call him a he is like beneath his deity.
Come on.
And even saying that he's a deity is beneath that, is beneath who. Okay. So you can't you can't really describe him.
Come
Can't
on.
really describe God. You can only breathe it. You can only experience it. And when people, literally when people leave, okay, when people have come to Trip, speakers, mainstream popular speakers with big churches, mega ministries have come to Trailblazers to speak, and many of them have gotten up and go, I don't know what to do. Because the presence of God, literally.
It's like, what are you going to say?
Right.
What are you going to say after the Lord, after there has been an open heaven? What do we need to hear from you?
Right.
What do you want to say? What are you going to say?
Right.
What are you going to say? There's nothing to say. It renders you speechless. It renders you you just fall to the knee to your knees.
Yeah.
You
Really.
just have to get on your knees and just thank you, Jesus. Say thank you, Jesus.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus, for being
Right.
thank you.
And you know what? And you know what? At Trailblazers, there's always this, I always call it a holy moment. The whole time is a holy moment. But there's
Yes.
always this potent pocket. And it's like the Lord is in this holy temple.
And it's
all there.
silent. And it's silent.
Right. And it's
silent.
almost like he's in the room. And it's like you're scared to talk.
Come on.
You scared to talk. You barely want to move. You like, if I move, I'm gonna defile this atmosphere. So you just stuck. And you like,
Listen, if you have never experienced that before, you need to come to Trailblazers because it's that serious. It's that real.
Yeah.
It's that real.
Yeah.
It's that real when you are simply, it's like being dumbfounded. Like, I can't talk. I can't think. I can't think. I can't do anything. Like, it really, like,
I can't
do anything. It's just like, I can't move. I can't, I mean, it's such a, it's, listen, if you have not experienced anything, what you say? I'm going to issue a challenge. Post Trailblazers to describe it. Nobody's going, you can't. You know, we can use our finite words of awesome and awe and splendor and majesty and holiness, but it does not compare. It does not describe that kind of the presence of God that is there. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I want to cry thinking about it. I'm trying to hold myself together, like, because I think, and the more I'm talking about, the more I'm feeling him. Even like, it's that reverent.
Yeah,
and it's that reverent.
It is.
I'm just saying,
because there is no explanation. It is because it's his. Our agenda is his agenda. Like, we have a skeleton, we have a plan,
right?
But
when his presence is there, we don't follow that agenda. We're now on his complete agenda. I mean, it's his anyway.
Complete.
But if a speaker doesn't get to speak, if a minister doesn't get to whatever, we're on his time. And what he says goes. And that's how it is.
Period. And I think that, and you want to know what, Mom? I think that is why he manifests himself and has always manifested himself at the conference this way, because that's always been the
Priority.
status. That's
That's the
always been the standard. We're
yes.
following him because we're not gonna interrupt. Like for instance, remember when we first started, we would do a morning glory and try to squeeze in breakouts and then lunch, and then we just stopped doing breakouts in the morning because we would always get wrecked. So I'm
His
like, I'm
presence.
not even gonna try to.
Right. Right. And no one fit it's kind of like, and it pulls you out of that place
Yeah,
that you really want to stay in.
right.
If you have not experienced that level, I'm telling you, you need to experience it.
Mhm.
If you call yourself a child of God,
Come
I'm
on.
serious. If you are a believer, you have to experience this here on earth.
Yes.
We're going to experience it with him, yes. But
Yeah.
you have the ability to experience this here on earth, and it's for purpose. It's all for and
All
it's
for
all for his
purpose.
glory.
Mhm.
But but when you're in that kind of place, you can't follow an agenda, and you don't want to be pulled out of that.
Mhm.
I take issue. Okay, you're in church. Look, this thing is turned into something else. You're in church and you're singing a song about, Lord, have your way in the place.
Mhm.
Um, be glorified, do what only you send the
Mhm.
rain, blah, blah, blah. And things begin to happen. And then here come the announcements. And I'm just like, I'd be like, oh, what just happened? Why?
Right.
Why? You
Why
just
did you
grieve.
do this?
I feel the grieving of the spirit
Mhm.
because he is grieved because you just asked him to do all this stuff. And now he wants to do it. But you want to move on to your announcements or
Right.
even your message
Come on.
or even your message. And I understand order. I understand things, you know, have to be, I understand all of that. But
Mhm.
sometimes there are moments when God will say, let me have my way.
Mhm.
And are we listening? And are we obedient enough and
Come on.
trusting enough to allow him to do that?
Right. And here's the thing. It's like a running joke. I have yet No, I did last year. It was up until last year where I had yet to preach at a Trailblazers. It would be my time to preach. It would be my service, the service I'm
Right.
supposed to preach for. Jacked up.
And wrecked.
Wrecked.
Like
We're all wrecked.
wrecked. Everybody's wrecked.
And
Because
yeah,
the minute you open your mouth, here
right.
comes the Lord. Here comes
Here
the
come like,
Lord.
okay.
Like really.
Right. Last year I was joking. I'm like, I am committed to trying I'm gonna preach something.
Okay.
And even still, it wasn't even what I prepared. It was, and
Right.
then we jacked up
Right.
again.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
like, Lord.
Right. Right. And
So
but what he does do, so his presence come and then you start prophesying.
I do.
And that's just how
Yeah,
it
that's how
goes.
it goes. And then we're all
Because
jacked.
he has some other things to say. There are some other things on his agenda
Right.
that are
And
more important.
that is absolute. That could not be more accurate. So yeah, the presence of God is 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 bananas. I mean,
It
it's
really is.
is it you have not unless you've been there, you most probably the probability of you experiencing this dimension of God is very slim to none because you're not going to find it anywhere. And we've had people who have been at who have been in church all their life, and
Mm,
then they come and they're like, oh dear God, whoa, what is this?
right.
So, and it's either you're going to reject it or you're going to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you reject it, trust me, you are going to stick out like a sore thumb. You are going to stick. Everybody will look at you like
You don't feel this.
you don't feel it.
You don't. Okay.
You don't.
We'll probably start praying for you
Yeah, seriously.
because something's wrong.
Seriously, something is wrong with you. Like
Something's
literally,
wrong.
everybody be like, so you didn't just you don't hear
Okay.
this, you don't see this, you don't
Are you getting any? Are your senses, any of your senses,
right,
working right now?
right.
And if not, then
We gonna pray and
we
open
need
you
to pray some. We need
right.
to
We're gonna
pray.
open you right up. Everybody know how to activate, and so they be like, okay, let's get you together because
Yeah.
you missing this
You.
totally. And
Yeah.
so yeah, but most of the time, people they and it's every year, every few years, we'll get a new kind of group of people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always that push a little bit to break through the culture of church, and
Oh my.
but boy, well, hey Rasharia, hey daughter, once we break through that thing,
Right. Right.
oh
It's
my God.
and you know it's just so sad to me that people have been in church all of their lives, and there's so much bondage to break through, even just in order to receive His presence in this way,
Mm-hmm.
because of things you may have been taught, because maybe you never have, and you were told, that doesn't happen today.
Right, right.
The devil is a liar,
A whole lie.
a whole lie.
And his breath stink.
Uh, oh my goodness.
And so does his mama. Sorry. My bad. I apologize.
Listen, no, it's all good. Um, yeah, no, if I look, do yourself a favor and break yourself free.
Come on.
Break yourself free. Um, you know, the word says that nothing is impossible with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing shall be impossible with the Lord. And so, why would we listen to someone telling us no, that, and it says the Lord is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's the same. He's
Yes.
the same. And it also says that all of the things that Jesus did, all the books in the world
Couldn't
couldn't
hold.
hold account to it. It couldn't
Come
account
on.
for all of the things that he did. So there are some things that you might experience that are not in the Bible that we have,
Come on.
in the little finite little Bible that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Of the There are things that perhaps
Go on and say it. You
let
can.
God let just I just say just be free. Be free.
Do yourself a
Do
favor and be
yourself
free.
a favor. Do yourself a solid. Do yourself justice
Mm-hmm.
to your mind, your soul, your spirit,
Mm-hmm.
and be open.
You know what I
And be an expectation that
yeah,
God can do anything He wants to do.
right.
Anything.
I tell everyone when you're coming to Trailblazers, I tell them this. Come with crazy expectation.
Hmm.
Come with supercalifragilisticexpialidocious crazy expectation. I want you to expect God to do, like, have an expectation to see, experience things that you have never seen or experienced before. Like, have a very high, almost
Exactly.
not even an impossible expectation. And the reason why is because if you come with that impossible expectation, he's going to exceed it.
Come on.
And
Come
so
on.
that's why when people come in, they come with that expectation, and God is like, "Oh, that's still too low. Watch what I'm about to do." Boop. You like, whoa, 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 that is whoa.
That's
So
right. Right. Listen, I remember it, and push if you have to.
yes.
Press if you have to. Push and press to get there if you have to. God is faithful. I remember uh I was supposed to go to a conference, sick, 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 sick. It was, just something intimate.
Mhm.
I really wanted to go. I needed God to refill me and do something for me,
Yeah.
right? I pressed. Now, I think I think I was supposed to have maybe three other roommates because it was like a almost like a cabin kind of
Uh-huh.
experience. None of them showed up, and I was sick. I was sick.
Mm.
So, and none of them showed up, which I know was the Lord,
Mhm.
right? Because
Right.
I was sick.
Right.
None of them showed up. But I'm telling you, the last day there, it was like I felt a well in me that it was like God was pouring into me, filling me back up. And it was like light just kind of came out of
Come
me.
on.
It was such a supernatural experience
Come on.
that I, that I never would have received had I not pressed to go. It
Yeah.
was kind of like God, like I know that I'm not feeling well. I don't want to get anybody else sick. That was my prayer. I don't want to get anybody else sick, but I know I have to be here. I know I have to be here.
Yeah.
And God did something supernatural for me
Yeah.
because he's faithful.
Come on.
He is faithful. Let me tell you, if I can't tell you anything else about God, I can tell you he is faithful. He's faithful. And
Yes.
when we trust him, when we have faith, without faith, it's impossible to please him. And all you need is a little mustard seed. The word says, all
Mhm.
you need is a mustard seed.
Mhm.
If you make that initial push to go, I'm telling you, you will be met with a reward
Absolutely.
supernaturally.
100%.
Supernatural.
I'm telling you,
Supernatural.
it's going to be one of the, because at the end of every Trailblazers, we send out a review
Hmm.
so people can tell us what they like, what they didn't like, how we can better, and everything like that. And so many people, this was after Trailblazers Charlotte.
Hmm.
A lot of people said Trailblazers was everything I didn't know I needed.
Mm, 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 mm.
And it'll bless you. So
I mean, truly, like
mhm.
we're not just
I'm gonna have
I
to find
I got
some.
movie lines in my head right now. We're not just talking here.
Yeah,
We're not just
I'm
talking.
gonna have to find some clips and just post some clips because it's like
Yes.
you can't
Listen,
describe.
last year was that last year that my voice went out,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Uh
I was dancing my praise as you were prophesying to me,
huh. Yeah.
and my voice came back. It was
Mhm.
like anyway. I just
Listen, ain't it crazy? I'm telling
it's
you,
just crazy.
it's I'm,
My voice came back. I was like dancing my praise and then jumping and like and then it began to come back. Like
uh, ain't that
okay,
something? I'm telling
okay.
you, y'all, it's bananas. And
It really
outside of
is.
these general sessions that we're going to be having in the morning, they're free to the public. Morning general session and the night general session. During the day, you got to pay for that. Register for that. Um, hey, Mother Bert, how are you? Um, um, but what we outside of that, one thing that is indicative to trailblazers is the amount of information you're loaded with.
Okay.
You still on the presence of God, aren't you?
No,
Okay.
no, no. I was gonna mention the speakers and the
Yeah.
level of knowledge, the level of information. You know,
Hmm.
you're going to get that as well. You
Yes.
know, you're going to get top notch wisdom and knowledge and tools and information um, to move you forward. You know, that's the other thing that this that Trailblazers is all about. Hi,
Mhm. Right.
that Trailblazers is all about moving you forward. And
Yes.
one of the things that I love are the one-on-one sessions that
Yeah.
that the attendees receive a one-on-one session with one of the Trailblazer coaches
Hmm.
to help move you forward. When you have people, most of these people, probably all of these people are prophetic.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. They can hear the Lord, they can hear you, number
Hmm.
one.
Come on.
They're listening and hearing
You.
you and can discern. You might be thinking one thing because the level and what you see might be here, but you're talking to someone who can go a little bit deeper
Yes.
and can say, well, what about this?
Hmm.
Well, what it sounds like, what you really have, you might be the overarching theme here is this,
Yes.
and they can help you. Just, I mean, like it's coaching. They can help you move to the next place.
Yeah.
That's something that I think this conference offers that is so amazing. It's such a blessing because people get stuck.
Hmm. They
People
do.
are stuck.
Mhm.
If you need help getting unstuck, this is the place for you as well.
Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. The amount of information and personal impartation that comes at Trailblazers. And here's the thing. I can say this, and I know many of y'all have been to conferences like this. The only time you get to engage the speakers is if you've paid a big price for backstage access or you only see them on the stage. Barring maybe our general session speakers, 9 times out of 10, because a lot of times they're flying in, doing what they got to do, and then they fly back out. But the other speakers, the empowerment specialists and stuff like that, you'll get to sit down and talk with them. I don't invite people that are standoffish. I don't invite people that are don't talk to me, and I don't invite people like that. And so it's a very family type of culture to
Yes.
where go ahead. Have you from an empowerment specialist point of view, how describe that culture? Is that different
Well,
from a
I was gonna say, I was gonna actually say the same thing. When you go places and when you even have a leader, right? Uh, a leader draws certain types of people.
yes. Hmm.
Okay. So, I like to say, as my old mentor used to say, we're from the same sheep pen. We
Right.
belong in the same sheep pen.
Hmm.
We're loving.
Yes.
We're kind to people. We
Yes.
are concerned about the people of God. We love the people of God. We will
Yes.
come over and hug on you and love you. Come on, show yourself friendly.
Yes.
We are that.
Yeah.
We are that. And so, no, he does not invite people who are not like that because we're not the same.
We're not the
Now
same.
we might love the Lord. I have no
Mhm.
doubt that you love the Lord. But if you're someone like that, that's not what this is.
Mm-mm.
That's not what this is. And
Yeah.
so, we want to hold your hand
Oh, right.
with loving kind. Is that Eva? Did Eva
That's
just
yes.
post that?
That's
Eva,
it. Hmm.
come on. with loving kind. So how much more should we, with
Come on.
loving kindness, draw
Yeah.
people?
Come on.
If we're like him, if we're supposed to be like him,
Mm-hmm.
then we're going to be that as well. And that
Absolutely.
is who we are. That's who we are.
Absolutely.
And I'm, it's one of the things that, and I think I said it in my video actually. That girl is, wait a minute. Now it will be your portion.
She said, "Floor ministry
That
will
will
be your
be your
yeah."
portion.
Sometimes them hugs,
Wait, okay. You
because
do have to watch the
you
hugs
do gotta
now,
watch the hugs, because
because
some
you will be on. You
listen,
might end up on the floor,
all of them is prophetic. So
which is
they give you that hug, and then they start seeing something. They start praying for you, and you like, wait a minute, I'm breaking, I'm breaking, I'm breaking. Mhm.
I'm telling you. Telling you.
And it don't matter where you are. You ain't got to be in the sanctuary. You could be on
No,
the
I'm talking.
elevator,
I'm seeing
in the
in the
hallway,
hallway. It's
in the
in the
hallway,
you in
in
the
the
hallway.
hallway, in the lobby. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's truly an atmosphere of love.
It
Yes,
really
but the
is.
love of God. That's right. That's right. And that's what it is. It is the love of God, and it
That's
is the
it.
love of God that drives all of us.
Yes.
The empowerment speakers. Um, so here's the thing: if we're like that, the leaders are like that,
Come
the
on.
hosts are like that.
Come
They
on.
draw who they are.
Hmm.
So listen, you will be well loved and cared for in
Absolutely.
this at this place,
Absolutely.
and pushed, and maybe corrected
Hmm.
in love,
In
in
love.
love, in
Mhm.
love. It's all about doing things in love.
In
So,
love. Yeah, we do everything in love. We'll be like,
mm-hmm,
no,
mm-hmm,
you
mm-hmm.
know, and we always say you got freedom, total freedom. If you want to do cartwheels in praise, do your cartwheels. You hear me?
Okay.
Do whatever you feel you need to do, because we know that, especially in the four walls, you can't. So trailblazers a lot of times is your way. We like, hey, do what you need to do to praise God, and if you wrong, we'll scoot you to the side and be like, okay, now we don't do that. This what we don't do.
You
All
say,
right.
wait, if you what?
I said, if you're wrong,
All
then we
right.
will, someone will kindly pull you to the side. Mom has pulled plenty of people to the side and kind of been like, now, babe, okay, now. And she does this thing. Right. Now.
Okay.
Right.
We're gonna pull this together
We're gonna
in
pull it
love.
together.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and mom, okay. Let me tell you about my spiritual mother. Let me tell you about this woman right here. So she's a seer. So I know many of y'all have heard her say, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. So she's a seer. She's a seeing prophet, right? But that's just one dimension of her prophetic gift. And so she mom also got a little bit of gangster. Don't be fooled by this beautiful, light-skinned, curly-haired woman of God. That is it. Don't be fooled. She is glorious and great, but she also is gangster. Because
In the
there will be
in the Lord.
in the Lord, in the Lord.
In the
Because if it like when because once again, in the presence of God, and when the Spirit of God is moving, and the worship is high or deep or whatever, there's going to be certain manifestations. People are going to manifest, and I have literally watched her as a person who was manifesting, making their way to the altar. She literally went and got in that girl's face and was like, not now. And that girl made an about face and went back to hers. I was like, oh, she gangster.
No, she came toward
Yeah.
Apostle Chris in a and it had already been happening.
Yeah.
and going on, and we not we
Yeah.
weren't going to do that again.
Yeah.
And so let's bring this to the back, and let's deal with it in love.
In love,
Hmm.
and did, and it was great,
And it was great, and
and
she
it was
was fine, and she was
totally fine.
fine. She
Uh,
was fine. Hmm.
right. So
What
yeah,
you're not gonna do? No, I'm just
yeah, she was coming, she coming towards her son, and that she,
because this thing had manifested,
yeah,
y'all. So
yeah,
what we do now, we're talking about separating the person from the spirit,
from the
right?
spirit, yeah,
We're talking about dealing with a spirit,
yes,
not the person.
yes,
And so we have to deal with spirits
yes,
accordingly.
uh-huh,
Okay. And it wasn't.
yeah. What
So
ain't
yeah,
no right, and then
yeah,
get you together, and it's fine,
yes, absolutely,
totally okay.
absolutely,
So once
absolutely.
again, you're in a safe space. We protect the dignity of everybody that is there. Um,
Exactly.
we don't exploit people. We don't use you as a pawn to try to make us look powerful and all that. No.
Which is why we pulled her
We
in the corner and
mhm.
dealt with that spirit.
Yep, absolutely.
Mhm.
And you deal with that spirit,
Exactly.
and then you get free, and then we
And
good.
you're good.
We good. This is
And we're good,
you're
right?
right. And we keep on going now. Now let's go worship him. That's how it goes. Right? We get you free and we like now we're going back to God because we
Okay.
had a little moment, but we're going
Exactly.
back to God because that's the focus
Exactly.
here. That-
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
exactly
So,
Mhm.
if you know that you are dealing with certain things, you need deliverance, come on.
Come on.
There are plenty of soldiers who can
Mhm.
help you. The presence of God is there. Of course, God can do anything he wants to. I got delivered myself with no one laying hands on me in my car.
Mm.
God can do whatever he wants to do.
Yes,
So, yes, it's a very
very
safe
safe place.
place.
Very
Very
safe place.
safe place.
We ain't gonna come for you, and we ain't gonna let nobody else come for you either. So
Exactly.
you're free at Trailblazer. So you kind of answered all the questions I was going to ask you as we just been in
As we just
dialogue.
talked, yeah.
So once again, y'all, if y'all like, well, what's she gonna be teaching? She's gonna be teaching you how to write your story and how to publish whatever writing it is that you're going to be doing. So
Hmm.
she's going to be helping you do that. Um, yeah, but I know my spiritual mother, I know her. And so if God tells her to do something else, she's going to do it.
Yes, I
She's
am.
That's why when you register for Trailblazers, you're going to get a packet and it's going to have like some notes and
A
quotes,
disclaimer.
a
No.
disclaimer. And we do, you know this. We give everybody a disclaimer in letter form in the front to say, "Yo,
Okay.
this is
This
what
is God's
this
this is
is God's
God's
thing.
thing.
Don't get offended if you don't."
And here's the thing. So, um if someone isn't if you like you're really interested, say you're really interested in self-publishing,
Yes,
you know, believe believe me, we will if we
yeah,
don't get to that
mhm,
in that moment, we'll do it. We're going to schedule something
yep,
with those people who are really interested in it.
yep,
We'll schedule something online. We're
mhm.
going to get you that information.
Absolutely, and we do that. So for the
Yes.
classes, because the Holy Spirit will wreck us. Just be prepared to be sick of Him, because He's going to wreck us every day. It's just what He does. And so the classes or even the panel discussions and stuff that we don't get to,
Hmm.
it is our habit, it's our position, if you will. We will kind of we'll send out a message to all the people who registered and say, hey, on this day, we're going to do a Zoom and it's going to cover this information so that you don't feel like,
Exactly.
oh man, the presence of God was great, but I really wanted to get X, Y, and Z. So
Right.
we make sure that you get that information. So you're not going to leave without
Exactly.
anything. We're going to
Exactly.
make sure that we give you everything that you need. Okay. Last
Exactly.
question I'm going to ask you to answer real quick because I know you got to go. My question is this: what you've already kind of described trailblazers in your own words, and
I tried.
right. Um, what are you most in expectation of or most excited about with trailblazers? Why do I know we've talked about all of this, but in your opinion, what are they coming for? Why do they need to come to trailblazers?
Okay. So from a just a natural standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
if you're trying to get to the next place, if you're trying to figure out what do I need to do right now, what is God breathing on right now that is
Mm-hmm.
going to that will get me to the next place.
Yeah.
That's you're going to get that. You're going to get that. You'll definitely get some of those answers. Now, me personally, because I love God so much,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to this glory hub experience.
Oh Lord
That's what
Jesus.
I'm looking forward to personally,
Woo!
because I that's just who I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
But from a natural, just you know, uh,
Mhm.
living a purposeful life, and
Yes.
what God has called you to do.
Yes.
This is the place that can help you get to that place.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Well, y'all heard it from her because y'all been hearing it from me. I'm just bringing them on to so that they can tell you in their own words. So y'all ain't got to just hear from me. So y'all heard it from Mama. I call her Mama Alicia. Don't nobody else call her Mama Alicia. That is my name. You are forbidden. Uh, and so
wait a minute, not the like the not the y'all heard that and let me go on with okay,
and meant every syllable.
and meant every word, right? Okay, that's what it
So
looked like.
right. And so but no, y'all heard from Mama Alicia. And she's going to be there. She's going to be there to impart and teach and train. She's amazing in the one-on-one sessions. They people who come up year after year, they fight over her. So
I love doing it. I
she
love doing
loves
it because part
she
of
loves those
my
things.
calling is to help people get to that purpose. We're
Hmm.
of the same sheep pen, like I
Yeah,
used to say.
yeah,
This is they are my spiritual children for a reason.
yeah,
Angelica
absolutely.
got me on the holiness side.
Right.
Okay. And Chris
Jesus.
got me on the so it's spirit and truth. They are
Oh yeah, absolutely.
okay.
Nigeria says can't wait to meet you.
Absolutely. I can't wait to meet you either. Come
Yeah,
on
it's
and
gonna be
let's
great. And y'all will see that. Like y'all will see. I will say this, and I am gonna let y'all go. At Trailblazers, you guys will see really the family and the
yes,
camaraderie the facilitators even have.
yes.
Because you'll see us, and don't get offended if y'all see us whispering to each other. We might not be talking about you. Sometimes we do. Because it'd be like, now you know that one, right? but we ain't gonna say nothing to one another that we won't say to you. That's number one. And then number two, but a
We
lot
will
of
let
times
you
you'll
know.
see us whispering to each other because there's so much happening in the atmosphere. And we're like, oh my God, did you see that? Do you hear that? Do you sense this? What are you feeling? What we're doing is we're all sustaining and stewarding the glory of
Yes. Oh
God.
my gosh.
And
Yes.
so you'll see Mama Alicia walk up to me and you might see me nod my head and she'll grab a mic and start prophesying in the middle of worship and stuff like that. And that's how we flow.
Mhm.
And so it's really a camaraderie and a family thing, not only just between the facilitators and the
Mhm.
empowerment specialists, as we say, but also that it's familial with everyone in the congregation. We foster that culture of iron sharpens
Yes.
iron, and we're supporting everyone. And when you're leaving Trailblazers, you're leaving like I have empowered. I've been empowered on every single level. It's gonna take me a couple days to come down because you're
Hmm.
gonna come out like Psalmist Rain when she would leave Trailblazer. She used to be like, I feel like greetings, earthlings. Like for real,
Okay.
because you're
Right.
so in the spirit and you're just, oh my God. And then when you're going back to your day, it'll take you a day to recoup, a day or two. But when you come
Hmm.
back, I love it because I always see people like, I'm writing my book, I'm blazing, flame on, I'm blazing. Or people get together
Yes,
and
come
they
on.
start their businesses together, or they start their business, they launch their ministry, they do whatever they got to do. So it's amazing to see the fruit and the results of what
Yes.
comes out of Trailblazers. Okay. So yeah.
And
It's
that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. You know,
mhm.
if you follow the path that has been laid out,
Yep.
you know, the instruction, the guidance, the teaching, whatever it is that you are drawn to, and you like, I'm going to cling to this.
Yes.
And if you cling to it and you move on it,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to blaze that trail.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're
Absolutely.
going to
So
blaze the
listen, y'all.
trail.
Absolutely. I
I
love
love
it.
you all. I love you guys too. I love y'all.
I
I
love
can't
it.
wait to see you all.
Yes. 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 I can't wait to see you again. Uh,
Okay. Me
and
too.
it's gonna be great, y'all. Y'all got to come. Go to kingdomlifetrailblazers.com. Once again, the code is blaze on. Put that in there and it will take 40% off. I'm going to do it until it is late registration time, which is coming up here soon. So get your
Get
40% off.
registered.
Get
Yeah.
registered. Bring your kids. There's something for the kids and the teenagers. They prophesy and lay hands on each other. I'm gonna put up pictures and stuff because it's pictures, because y'all ain't gonna believe this stuff. They be laid out in their rooms and they be under the power of God. I remember, you remember we did the room of presence this last year where you could just
Mm-hmm.
go in, and all of them they were just wanting to just stay
In the
in that
room.
room. The young people, they was like, I just want to just stay in here. Like, and they would just go in there and just soak in the presence of God.
It's
Listen,
amazing.
it's Trailblazers is it. So
It really.
I'm excited about what God's gonna. Hey, Brittany, how are you? So
Hi, Brittany.
yep. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all have the most amazing day. I will talk to y'all soon. Go register kingdomlifetrailblazers.com. You can get registered. It's going to take, if you use Blaze On, it'll take 40% off of all the registrations, Ignite, Elite, General, all of that. Okay. So it will take 40% off. Make sure that you do that. All right. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out, homies.